And we are back. Raiders franchise. In the last episode, we ended up beating the Jaguars 20-17 to improve to 5-3 on the season, putting us in sole possession of first place in our division. However, the Chargers being 4-5 at the worst, it's looking like this is going to be a tough division to win. We do have a storyline to quickly go over. So we're going to go ahead and get into this, see what they have to say. We're going to the coach's office. Critical game this week. What are you seeing in the film? Seeing one of the weaker receiving cores in the league, we put a blanket on that group, and that offense has nowhere to go. That's hmm. I personally think I think the trenches. We need to win the battle at the line. That is the big thing. Oh, geez, there's a part two. Let's settle it. We need to talk about strategy this week. This is a game we will need to win in the trenches. We need pressure on every down, whether it's run or pass. We have to get at it. I agree. Challenge accepted, coach. They can try and double me, but it won't matter. I can't be moved. I'm about to be a problem. Oh, so Butler is locked in, but this will take the full team. We'll be rotating guys to stay fresh. Outside the line, we have to be prepared to clean up as plays break down. Nothing extra allowed. All right. I love that message. Let's go, team. Quickly, during the weekly training, we ended up suffering two injuries. Both Jermaine Pratt and Cavante Turpin going to be missing this game. Thankfully, only a 1 week issue, so they will be back and at it very soon. The Broncos, we're going to go ahead and see who are they missing. Fullback, but no one cares about a fullback. A backup guard probably. Dre Greenlaw is a huge one. He is going to be out of this game. Looks like Savion Jones, also a big one, going to be out this game. Jaquan McMillan, Drew Sanders, and Johnny Walker. These four right here, very good. I mean, the other two are 60 overalls. Not really too worried. And then one's a fullback, obviously. But we're going to go ahead and take a look at our team, knowing who are down without. So we're expecting, obviously, Ashton Genty now. We got Cavante Turpin initially to relieve some duty off of Genty, but it's clear that that's already been thrown out the window. And then looks like it's going to be Cody Lindenberg, the rookie, going to be getting the start at linebacker. We're actually going to put Devin White in. Or no, we're going to put. Why is the lineup just. Ugh. There we go. A lot better. Just got to quickly fix this. I know this is always an issue. Dante Ford is our guy. All right, everything should be good to go. And then we go special teams. Doesn't really matter to me. Specialists. Yeah, Ashton Genty's going to be our gadget again, as well as our third down running back. That was going to be Cavante Turpin's job, but, well, when injuries happen, not much we can really do. Broncos, Raiders. Huge game here. Division 1. The last time we played a division game, it was an absolute thriller against the Chiefs. Hopefully, it ends in the same result with a W. We are 1-1 in the division currently. We have not played Denver, but as for the Raiders, or the Raiders, we are the Raiders. The Chargers have swept us. Well, they haven't swept us. They're 1-0. They're ahead of us so far. Demario Douglas 13 yards. Chiefs were 1-0 on them. So 1-1 against the Chiefs, lost 1 against the Chargers. We are already in the red zone. Beautiful job, Trey Tucker, Brock Bowers, Demario Douglas. I mean, beautiful little sequence we had going there. First down from the 19-yard line. Geno Smith Gonna hand it off. Genty gets the edge, and he's gonna be down at the 1-yard line. And there's an injury timeout. That's going to be to Jordan Meredith, the center. They're gonna say down at the 2-yard line, actually. First and goal from the 2. They give to Genty. Genty! They're gonna say down inside the 1. This is my favorite. If this was me, I can't do anything because I'm in simulation style. Not actually playing the game. I would have kept him in the game, but we're gonna have to see what the computer decides to do. We want to get a replay on this because I actually feel like Genty might have gotten in. It's not about where he's at. It's about where the ball is. We can't really get a good angle there. Not in there. Sure enough, that ball never crosses the plane. And we're going to just go ahead and run it in because, I mean, if they stop us, fair enough. Ashton Genty from a yard out. And the Raiders are going to take a lead of 7-0. First down for the Broncos. First play is going to be a throwaway by Bo Nix. Then we look at J.K. Dobbins, who has a 7 or 5-yard rush. 17 yards for Kendrick Bourne on the reception. Penalty on the defense is going to be Landon Roberts. 13 yards for J.K. Dobbins on the reception. 14 yards to J.K. Dobbins on the reception. And the Broncos just relying on the running back, it looks like. Which, I mean, if it's going to work, it's going to work. They're in the red zone. They go to Dobbins. Max Crosby says, yeah, it may have worked before, but we're going to stop that already. 2nd and 12 now after the 2-yard loss. Nick's looking to throw. Crosby, back-to-back losses. Going to be a sack back to the 23, and that's going to be 3rd and long. 17 yards to be exact. Let's see what he can do. They go screen pass. Oh my goodness, Jamal Adams, beautiful job, unable to make the tackle though. Thankfully still short of the first down as it's going to be 4th and 6 and the field goal unit's going to head out there for a chip shot, about a 30-yard field goal. Will Lutz puts the Broncos on the board. Raiders still lead, however, 7-3. First down from the 24-yard line. Geno Smith's going to run it for 4. 2nd and 6, Zach Allen's going to get a sack. 3rd and 13, it's going to be an incomplete pass. And the Broncos going to force the 3 and out. A.J. Cole for a 60-yard punt, going to pin them inside the red zone down at the 19. Dobbins for a 2-yard pickup on the air. Corwin Sutton getting involved, 20-yard pickup. 7 yards now for Kendrick Bourne. 9 yards for Corwin Sutton. That's going to put him past midfield. 2nd and 13 after a 3-yard loss. Dobbins picks it up. 3rd and 9. 4 yards for Kendrick Bourne, but they are going to be short, and it's a long field goal, but it's going to be a 56-yarder, and it's good. First down now from the 30. 13 yards for Jack Beck, the rookie. First down from the 43. Trey Tucker now for 12 yards up to the 46. 8 yards for Genty. 2nd down. It's going to be 6 yards for Genty again. First down from the 31, 3 yards for Genty. 2 yards for Genty on 2nd down. 3rd and 5. 6 yards to Brock Bowers. That's a first down. And we'll put the Raiders, maybe not quite in the red zone, but they're right at it. No, actually, we're going to be inside of the 20 by millimeters. Quick pass to Bowers is complete. He's going to be short of the line to gain. 2nd and 1, though. I'm going to say he is at the 10. That's a very generous spotting. Geno keeps, and it's going to go nowhere. 3rd and 3 now back at the 13-yard line. Was a read option, made the wrong read. And it's incomplete. Brock Bowers. We have to watch that. Just straight up drops it. Did it get deflected? Was out of his reach, got one hand on it, and he was wide open. That was a walk-in touchdown if he catches that. It looks like we're going to kick the field goal, so we're going to switch to normal. And there's a penalty anyway, so we're definitely kicking it. 35-yard field goal is good for Daniel Carlson. First down now from the 30 for the Broncos. Go to Kendrick Bourne for a 6-yard pickup. 2nd and 4. J.K. Dobbins is going to be just short, 3rd and inches. Cortland Sutton says don't worry about it, though. 9-yard pickup. 3 yards for Dobbins there across midfield now. 2nd and 7. 4 yards for Dobbins. 3rd and 2. 8 yards to Dobbins. And, I mean, you're starting to see a trend here. 11 yards to Kendrick Bourne. That's a first down. We're going to go ahead and hop into slow-mo here. They're right outside the red zone at the 24. I mean, we're getting late in the game anyway. We might as well just stay in slow motion the rest of the half. And it's going to be no gain. A few guys there. I wasn't quite able. I think they said Tyree Wilson, number 9. I thought he was. He got stiff armed. I didn't know he made the tackle. Good job there by Jeremy Chin to meet him, and Jamal Adams. Great job as reinforcements. 3rd and 9 now. Dobbins is tired. Nix froze. Complete. That's going to be Evan Ingram, the tight end. 1st and goal up to the 9-yard line. Now take us to a 2-minute warning.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Nix looking to throw. Has time, but running out. He manages to throw it, and it's incomplete. Didn't know if he definitely threw it away, but Marvin Mims was in the direction, so no grounding. 2nd and goal now from the 9-yard line. Nix to throw again. Pressure. This time he can't get it away. Jeremy Chin with the sack. 3rd and goal all the way back at the 15. Nix throwing it. Corner of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Jonte, or not, is it? No, that's not Jonte Porter. Darian Porter. I'm thinking of the NBA player. Darian Porter unable to bring in the interception. Would have been very nice for them to not get any points. 10-9 though. I believe Broncos do get ball to start 2nd half, so this is a huge drive here for the Raiders. As we're going to see Darian Porter, who just made the clutch defensive play, turns it up to the 24-yard line. 1st down now from the 24. Both teams with all 3 timeouts. Gino's going to throw, rolling out. He's just going to run it himself, and there's a lot of room. Sides at the 45-yard line. Huge pickup, 1st down, timeout, 1:01 remaining. Just a beautiful play there. Saw his guys weren't open, took off, slid instead of risking, a fumble or an injury. Speaking of, he's going to roll out again, and he's going to run it again, and he has more green room in front of him. This time he doesn't slide, gets down to the 31, 1st down. Raiders so far electing not to take a timeout. That'll take us down to 30 seconds remaining. Gino to throw again. He's going to run again. Timeout, Raiders. 27 seconds left. 2nd and 4 after the 6-yard pickup by Gino. Showing even though he's old, he still has mobility. As Smith's going to look to throw. That's going to be complete. Trey Tucker up to the 16. Timeout, Raiders. 21 seconds left. And if you're the Raiders, you have got to be fast. 21 seconds left. You got time for one play, pretty much. And then you got to hurry up and clock it. Clock it, clock it, clock it. And they do. 8 seconds remain. Plenty of time. They have time for one more end zone shot. Got to be careful, though, not to be tackled inbounds or, anything else. Gino is going to run it to the 6, but no time left. And questionable end to that that drive there. 10-9, Raiders lead at half. As we're going to be taking a look at the halftime show, I remembered not to be in simulation so we could see it. Or I remembered to be in slow-mo. Oh, that's right. We don't get a halftime show because it's Thursday night. Well, there's the stats anyway. Completely forgot we were Thursday night. Kickoff, though, we're kind of forced to watch this. It's going to be fielded around the 5-yard line. They are going to return it up to the 23. Big hit there. Broncos, I did say, got ball to start half, and they do. 40-yard rush for Dobbins on first down. 2nd and 6. It's going to be 9 yards for Dobbins. That's a first down. 7 yards for Evan Ingram, the tight end. Jonah Lelu gets injured on the play to D-tackle. 6 yards for Corn Sullivan, puts him right at midfield. 6 yards for Dobbins, going to put him past midfield. 2nd and 4. 4-yard loss for Dobbins. 3rd and 8. 21 yards to Cortland Sutton, however, for a first down. They're not quite in the red zone, but we're going to hop in anyway. I mean, at the 27, they couldn't be, really that much closer. As they go Dobbins, he's going to get no gain. 2nd down and 10. They go to Dobbins again. He's going to fall forward, but only for a yard. That'll bring up 3rd and 9, or, it looks like they say a long 8. Nix looking, throwing end zone, one-on-one, and it's incomplete. Cortland Sutton had the leverage. Eric Stokes. Just want to quickly, Eric Stokes. Eric Stokes somehow, some way, able to break that ball apart. It looked like he overcommitted on the route, left the leverage for Cortland Sutton, but hey, he was able to rip it away. 12-10 though. Broncos lead after the field goal. 8-yard pickup for Demario Douglas on first down. 11 yards on 2nd down for Genty, puts us right in midfield already. Genty now 6 yards, puts us past midfield. First down, never mind, I thought it'd be 3rd and short. Zamir White gets the carry and gets injured on the play, so we're down to 2 running backs in this game now. Never mind, Zamir White's still out there. 3rd and 1, it's going to be a defensive penalty, automatic first down. First down from the 27-yard line. This is going to be Zamir White again. No pickup there. 2nd down and 10 from the 27-yard line. Genty back out there, but blocking. Check down to Brock Bowers. Going to be a good run out there to catch. 3rd and 2. Geno Smith just chucked that ball. It looked like it was a backwards pass. It was at, sort of a check down. 3rd down. Smith, he gets sacked immediately. John Franklin Myers with the sack. There was, like I said, that was instant. Field goal attempt is good. Raiders regain the lead 13-12. First down from the 30, they go J.K. Dobbins for 3 yards. 2nd and 7. Going to be a holding penalty on Ben Powers. So 2nd and 17. Bo Nix gets sacked. 3rd and 26. Incomplete pass. Tyree Wilson, the one on the sack. 45-yard punt. A good kick return by Dylan Labe. 19 yards to Brock Bowers on first down. 2nd and 5. Well, no, now it's a first down. I don't know what that was. The little stat thing glitched or something. But at the 11-yard line, 2nd and 2, we're going to hop in, watch this go. We're in the 4th quarter. Raiders, they score a touchdown here. Could be very, not fatal for the Broncos, but it could be. It could cause like a scar. 3rd and 2, Geno. He's going to scramble for it. He's got the first down, touchdown. And we're going to stay in slow-mo just in case the Raiders decide to go for 2 and make it a 2-score game. They're going to kick the extra point unless they fake it, but I think there's no reason to fake an extra point. Kick is good, so it is still a 1-score game. However, it is 8 points, so the Broncos down 20-12. Going to have to rely on a touchdown as well as a 2-point conversion. Still 13 minutes to play in this game, though, so anything can happen. First down is an incomplete pass. 2nd and 10. Interception in the red zone. Jeremy Chin. And we already have to switch back over. 2nd and 7 from the 9-yard line. Gino checks it down to Michael Mayer. Going to be a loss of 3. Alex Singleton on the tackle. 3rd and 10 now from the 12. As long as they don't turn it over, they're in a good spot because this will be 2 scores if they just take the field goal. Gino has all day. Froze. Incomplete. Tried to hit Brock Bowers. There is an injury. Looks like that's John Franklin Myers. 29-yarder for Daniel Carlson is good. Raiders lead 23-12, 11 points. That's 2 scores. Broncos, I mean, there's still 11 and a half to go. Not over yet. Not even close to it. First down from the 30. Max Crosby gets a 4-yard sack. 2nd and 14. Adam Butler gets an 8-yard sack. 3rd and 23. A 1-yard catch for J.K. Dobbins. 4th down, they have to punt it away. You pretty much have to there. Dylan Labe returns it up to midfield. 8-yard pickup for Genty on first down. 2nd and 2. -3 for Genty. 3rd and 5. It's going to be an incomplete pass, and if you're the Raiders, I'd probably punt it here. They do. Could be a touchback. First down, it's an incomplete pass. 2nd and 10. Kendrick Bourne for 7. We'll bring up 3rd and 3. Dobbins with the first down. Injury report, Jamal Adams gets injured on the play. Cortland Sutton for the 6-yard pickup. 3rd and 3 now as J.K. Dobbins only gets 1 yard. Marvin Mims, 25 yards and a first down. We're going to go ahead and hop into slow-mo. Amazing job by the defense there to swarm. Going to be a 1-yard loss. 2nd and 11. Broncos only need 1 score. Field goal touchdown would make it a 1-score game. They go screen pass here. Evan Ingram gets 2 yards. Bring up 3rd and 9. I don't know what that is. It didn't say what it was. I'm going to guess turnovers because we had the Jeremy Chin turnover. Because we definitely had more than 1 sack. Bo Nix tries to scramble. He's going to be tackled. 4th and 9. And they're going to attempt the 50-yarder. This would make it an 8-point game. Kick is good. With just over 4 minutes to go, the Raiders are going to be getting the ball. Looks like Broncos aren't going to do an onside kick. I don't blame them. All 3 timeouts and a bit of time left. Why, risk giving the Raiders good field position? Turn up to the 24. Raiders got them to 4 minutes or get 1 more score, in my opinion, to be, comfortable. First play is a handoff to Genty. He tries going outside, gets absolutely blown up. I believe that's Toanoa Hufunga. It is. 2nd and 11 back at the 23. They go play action. Gino, he's going to air it out. He's got Brock Bowers first down up to the 37. Does go out of bounds, but that's okay. I'd rather us have a first down and the clock stopped than be 3rd down and the clock running. Genty gets to pick up a 2, 2nd and 8. Raiders can take it to the 2-minute warning if they're smart. They're not going to be. Check it down to Genty. There's a timeout. Broncos on the play. 3rd and 6 now from the 41-yard line. A first down conversion here would, in all honesty, wouldn't be a dagger, but oh my goodness, I don't think he can come back. Demario Douglas up to midfield, first down. Broncos take their first timeout. And this is literally a do or die. If the Raiders pick up this first down, this game is over. Broncos take their final timeout. 2nd and 7 now. The Raiders going to have to choose 6 seconds this play if they want to take it to the 2-minute warning. They go Genty. Not going to be able to. 3rd and 5 from the 45. The good thing is we can run the clock all the way down and throw the ball with pretty much little to no concern. And that's what they do, and it's Trey Tucker! And ladies and gentlemen, that will do it. The Raiders can just kneel this clock out now. 23-15, Las Vegas picks up the win. They're going to improve to 6-3 on the season now. That's 3 wins in a row after last week before we won. We never won back-to-back games. We've now won 3 in a row. Geno Smith, 18 for 22, 184 yards, no touchdowns, no interceptions. He didn't have to. Running game was actually really good. 21 for 86 and a touchdown. Geno, 9 for 74 and a touchdown. He was able to do it on the ground. Receiving, Brock Bowers, 7 for 85. Trey Tucker, 5 for 57. Demario Douglas, 3 for 30. The only ones that really matter. All the other ones, yeah. Blocking, Jordan Meredith and Dylan Parham both allow sacks. Defensively, total tackles 11 for Chin, 10 for Crosby, 9 for Porter, Atlanta Roberts, and Christopher Smith. Tackles for loss, 4 for Crosby, a bunch of guys with 1. 2 sacks for Crosby, a sack and a half for Jeremy Chin, 1 sack for Thomas Booker and Tyree Wilson, and half a sack for Adam Butler, with Jeremy Chin getting an interception. Kicking was perfect. Punting, 53-yard average. Great game. This game was very good for us because not only do we win, we beat a division foe. We do suffer 2 new injuries, however. It is going to be Jordan Lelu and Jamal Adams, both going to be out for extended periods of time. Technically, we don't have to put either of them on IR. However, I am considering putting Jonah Lelu. However, if I do that, he would not be back until literally the playoffs. So this could be a season-ending injury if we don't make it. We're gonna make we're gonna make the call. We're gonna place him on IR. If you don't know from Madden, it is 8 weeks instead of 4 like in real life. The thing we're hopeful about is hopefully those 2 IR guys do come back. We do have a recap to go over with our film room. Great win. Seems like you had a clear game plan. What made the biggest difference today? I mean, what do we have to say? Max Crosby. We had to win this one in the trenches. There was no doubt what our path was. Max Crosby, 2 sacks. We had, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sacks that game. What do you mean it didn't show? You had a sack. That was a great game. It was a well-deserved win all around. Any last comments on what this meant for the team? This was for the fans. We want to give the fans something to be happy about, and boy, oh boy, were we able to do that. I know that's not what we said, but that's what I'm saying. We're going to quickly go over the weekly recap, see if we can see anything, since obviously we weren't able to before with it being a Thursday night game. There was nothing to recap. We were the first game. Obviously, we're going to watch our game. Raiders Broncos. It's Genty for the 1-yard pickup and the score. Raiders win this one 23-15. Giants and Bears. 6-3 Giants, 5-3 Bears. This should be a good one on paper. And it's Caleb Williams. He's going to be airing it out. And it's complete. That's Luther Burden, the rookie. Fight through a tackle, 31-28. The Bears go to 6-3. Giants fall to 6-4. Heading to Tampa, we had the 5-4 Patriots against the 5-3 Buccaneers. and it's going to be Baker Mayfield. He gives it to Bucky Irving, breaks a tackle. He's going to get into the end zone. The Buccaneers win this one 24-21. And that should do it for the weekly recap. And it will. Go ahead and advance week. We're going to be going up against the Dallas Cowboys next episode. There are a few things I quickly want to do, though, before we full on end this episode. We're first and foremost going to let it finish advancing. Okay, they both can return. Lonnie Johnson, going to move him from injured reserve. Aiden O'Connell, we're going to move him from injured reserve. That is going to put us over. So we're absolutely not cutting. We'll go by position. Quarterback, we now have a third quarterback. I mean, we could honestly practice squad O'Connell. We're going to straight up do that. I don't see a reason to have a third one. As well as we're going to go out there. We need to sign a D tackle. I mean, we could go ahead and go after Calais Campbell, but that's a bit expensive for a one-year guy halfway through the season. I think we're going to go after John Jenkins. Get an old guy on this team, veteran presence. Give them one last chance before their career is ultimately over and done with. And, well, I'm sorry, Tristan McCollum, but I see little to no reason why it shouldn't be you. I don't remember J.J. Picus being on this team. How many strong safeties do we have? 2. I mean, I don't want to cut J.J. Picus because, I mean, he looks like he's a solid guy, but at the same time, look at how young this team is. Sorry, JJ. You're getting the boot. And we're going to just go ahead and quickly adjust our lineup. Ashton Genty, by the way, no longer hidden development. He has superstar. Which brings up the question, Jack Beck, he is about 125 away, 128 to be exact. Darian Porter, he also does not have it. He is, he's a good chunk away. I hate how they keep putting him below Darnay Holmes. He's a 76 if we take out morale. I mean, like, we absolutely want him starting. But that should pretty much do it for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed. I did. In the next episode, we'll be going against them boys. Oh, actually, let's quickly look at the mock draft. Where we projected the pick. At 28, we're projected to take free safety Reggie Woodson. Why? I mean, I can understand taking a safety, but a round 2 through free safety? I mean, come on. We aren't going to do that. Why would we do that? All right. Anyway, I will see you guys next time. Goodbye. Hope you enjoyed.